Bernardo Kastrup's presentations systematically challenge materialistic paradigms and robustly defend metaphysical idealism. He posits that the essence of reality is fundamentally rooted in consciousness, thereby inviting a more profound inquiry into the nature of existence. The video delineates a structured course that fosters vibrant discussions among participants, featuring notable guest speakers. The overarching aim is to cultivate a community of inquisitive individuals who share an interest in exploring the intricacies of reality and consciousness. The discourse further emphasizes the importance of engaging with philosophical inquiries surrounding materialism and consciousness. Participants are encouraged to delve into complex concepts such as the hard problem of consciousness and the principle of parsimony within various metaphysical frameworks. A significant dichotomy emerges between materialism and the notion that consciousness is intrinsically intertwined with life at all levels. This contrast elucidates a more profound philosophical debate, one which has far-reaching implications for our comprehension of existence and perception. Materialism, as a philosophical stance, asserts that the qualities we perceive are mere byproducts of intricate arrangements of matter, rather than fundamental elements of existence. This perspective raises critical inquiries regarding the emergence of consciousness from simpler life forms. Moreover, materialism suggests that all perceived qualities and experiences are contained solely within our mental constructs. This assertion leads to a perception wherein the external world is merely a representation fabricated by our brains, thereby calling into question traditional conceptions of reality. The implications of this materialist viewpoint suggest that our experiences are reductionist mental constructs, challenging conventional perceptions of reality. Such a perspective provokes essential inquiries into the true nature of existence and consciousness. The scientific method fundamentally relies on the quantification of perceptions to create predictive models of the natural world. This reliance marks a pivotal shift from qualitative descriptions towards quantitative analysis, a transformation that has significantly shaped modern science and technology. The video explores the confusion that arises when material descriptions are equated with actual reality, akin to a painter mistakenly identifying their self-portrait as their true self. Such misunderstandings contribute to the complex discourse surrounding the hard problem of consciousness. The explanatory gap represents a profound shortcoming in our comprehension of consciousness, elucidating how descriptions fail to capture the authentic qualities of experience. This disjunction often obscures the intrinsic essence of subjective experiences. Scientific descriptions have propelled human civilization forward, providing us with accurate predictive models that enhance our comprehension of the natural world. Yet, despite their significant utility, these descriptions cannot fully encapsulate the qualitative dimensions of human experience. Qualities such as emotions and sensations resist reduction to mere descriptions or numerical representations. Genuine understanding emerges from direct experience, thereby illuminating the limitations inherent in materialistic paradigms that often dismiss subjective qualities. Materialism asserts that the consensus reality can be entirely delineated through quantitative measures, thereby overlooking intrinsic qualities. This viewpoint maintains that all elements of our shared world can be articulated in numerical terms. The hard problem of consciousness encapsulates the disparity between quantitative descriptions and qualitative experiences, highlighting the inherent challenge of conveying subjective experiences using solely numerical data. While reductionism serves as a legitimate approach in scientific inquiry, it faces critique for misrepresenting the foundations of reality. The speaker advocates for an approach that reduces complexities to simpler qualities, rather than confining them to mere quantities. The distinction between metaphysical materialism, which proposes that all existence can be explained solely in terms of matter, and ethical materialism, which emphasizes the value of material goods, significantly influences philosophical dialogue surrounding consciousness. The video elaborates on how materialist viewpoints equate consciousness with neural activity, proposing that our inner experiences are merely byproducts of physical processes. This assertion raises pivotal questions regarding the nature of self-awareness. The concept of epiphenomena is introduced to illustrate how certain phenomena, including consciousness, may not exist independently but rather arise from underlying physical processes. This perspective challenges traditional views about experience and existence. Science plays a crucial role in informing metaphysical understandings, ensuring that metaphysical theories remain consistent with established scientific principles. Any contradictions arising between the two domains can lead to flawed metaphysical frameworks. Logical coherence and internal consistency are paramount for the validity of a theoretical framework. A well-formed theory must not only be congruent with scientific discoveries but also maintain freedom from internal contradictions. Materialism's dependence on physical realism is fundamentally challenged by findings in quantum physics, which suggest that physical entities do not possess independent existence apart from observation. This revelation carries significant implications for metaphysical beliefs. Empirical evidence accumulating over the past 4 decades actively contests the principles of physical realism, thus highlighting materialism's limitations. This body of evidence is vital for comprehending the constraints of materialistic interpretations. The exploration of the distinction between qualities and quantities elucidates inherent contradictions within materialism's definitions. This dissonance prompts critical inquiries into the validity of materialist assertions regarding the essence of reality. Moreover, parsimony is underscored as a guiding principle for evaluating competing hypotheses, suggesting that simpler explanations are inherently preferable. The discussion employs an analogy involving a burglar versus an alien to effectively illustrate this concept. The evidence marshaled against physical realism indicates that materialism fails to sufficiently account for the depth and richness of human consciousness. This inadequacy poses fundamental challenges to materialism's empirical capability in explaining subjective experiences. Constitutive psychism offers a provocative perspective, proposing that experiential states are intrinsic properties of matter. However, this notion is confronted by substantial philosophical challenges regarding the very nature of experience. Furthermore, the intricate communication between neurons raises profound questions about how disparate subjective experiences can coalesce into a unified consciousness. This complexity underscores the challenges faced in elucidating the connection between brain function and conscious experience. Engaging in a hypothetical thought experiment involving the connection of two brains evokes critical questions regarding the unity of consciousness. Such imaginative explorations also illuminate ethical considerations that pervade the field of neuroscience. Coleman's arguments compellingly highlight the inherent incoherence in merging distinct subjective experiences into a singular compound property, such as consciousness. This critique provides a formidable challenge to prevailing reductionist paradigms within psychology and philosophy. Psychism, which endeavors to attribute consciousness to the structure of matter, encounters notable logical inconsistencies. These flaws emphasize the intricate complexities involved in grasping the concept of consciousness beyond mere physical constituents. The metaphor of separate subjectivities in particle physics is aptly compared to billiard balls, illustrating a prevalent misconception prevalent in our understanding of subatomic interactions. Such oversimplifications act as barriers to our comprehension of quantum phenomena. Quantum electrodynamics elucidates that elementary particles are not isolated entities but rather manifestations of excitation patterns within a unified field. This notion profoundly challenges traditional perceptions of individual particles. The argument contends that consciousness cannot be solely ascribed to individual particles, as these particles merely represent expressions of a universal field. This leads to the intriguing proposition of universal consciousness, thereby questioning the nature of personal subjectivity. The initial iteration of cosmopsychism aligns closely with idealistic philosophies, positing that consciousness constitutes the primary reality while physicality merely represents a perspective. This assertion suggests a pivotal shift in our conceptualization of existence. Conversely, a contrasting interpretation of cosmopsychism acknowledges the reality of physicality while simultaneously integrating consciousness, perceiving the universe as a conscious whole. This dualistic view introduces considerable complexity into our understanding of reality. By rejecting prevailing materialist narratives, the speaker advocates for a novel discourse that prioritizes truth above entrenched beliefs, which they assert are artifacts of misguided reasoning. This perspective invites a re-evaluation of our metaphysical assumptions. Engaging with philosophy literature enables individuals to traverse diverse perspectives on idealism and consciousness. This exploration can significantly enrich one's comprehension of reality and existence. The academic work entitled The Idea of the World provides a rigorous exploration of idealism, making it particularly suitable for those seeking a profound understanding of the subject. It serves as a foundational text for enhancing our grasp of consciousness. Additionally, Bernard's other publications, such as More Than Allegory, offer accessible insights into the intersections of religious myths and idealism. This broader context allows readers to better comprehend the intricate relationship between consciousness and reality.